So, what did your mom and dad make you feel like?
Safe. Safe. Very important.
Yeah,
You can't do anything unless you feel safe.
right. What did your mom do that made you feel safe?
Her love, her patience. My father is in charge of feeling and patience. It's always patience, 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 and patience. But you have to back up what that word means. You have to back up the fact that patience is the most important part of accomplishment. Of accomplishment.
Because why? Why does
Well,
patience?
because everything takes patience and time.
Okay,
Patience and time. Patience and time. Patience and time. Patience and time. It doesn't change.
right.
Does it change?
No.
No. It's patience and time.
And so you can't really
You
have
can't change it.
you can't have an accomplishment without having the patience to see it through.
Yes.
Wow.
You have to have the patience to see it through.
Did you see that in your mom and your
Uh,
dad? Did you see
uh,
them see things through a lot?
well, see, they knew from their love. You knew that they loved each other because of their interaction.
Yeah.
Their interaction. Didn't have to worry or question why.
They were
Silent code.
so they had a heavy unspoken bond, very deep, codependent
Love. Love.
love.
Love love is such a powerful tool in our existence. And you don't have to write it down. You don't have to go into the encyclopedia. You don't have to go to the dictionary. Love. It's there. And you know it's there because you feel that bond.
When
It's
tell me about some times you felt love. Do you
99.999999999999999. Never ending. Never ending. Never felt abandoned.
Yeah.
Good word. Never felt abandoned, thrown away, or put on the shelf and forgotten about. Put on the shelf, I'll get it later. Yeah.
Do you remember a story of feeling your mom's love? Like if you closed your eyes and you felt a warmth, where does that take you? What do you, what example do you see in your head? A memory.
We were very poor, and jobs were not to be had. And when your when your mom cooked the meal, you didn't have to worry where it came from, who put it there, who bought it, who grew it. No, you didn't have to do that. You knew that, you felt that, and you didn't see it, but you felt it. There's a unbelievable understanding that you get, the feeling that you get of feeling secure. And number one, you must have a mother and father that work together. They must work together and helping each other. He can't be pulling one way his way because he's stubborn, and she can't be pulling it her way because of what he was from her.
Right. Right. Now,
What is this?
that's together. That's the glue.
Together.
That's love.
You cannot break that bond. You cannot break that bond.
Right.
It's there, unconditional. and you don't even question it because it's there.
So, so as you got older and you left the house,
But I didn't live for a long time.
how
Okay.
how long?
Oh gosh, I was. Uh, I'm trying to think if it was in my late 25s, third. I think maybe close to 30. And and when I had a job where I was uh, making a good, secure living, then I knew I was safe.
Right.
I was safe. I was okay. I didn't have to worry. I didn't have to worry where I was going to get my next meal. I was safe. There was something there that made me feel safe, that bond.
Now, while you were living there and looking for a job or work or something more stable, did you what was your interactions like with other people? Did you notice that they might not have love? Did
Yeah.
you feel what did you feel
You
like compared to them, to your
you were
peers?
always observing. Observing means listening, watching, not saying a word.
Not saying a word,
All
yeah.
those necessary things. It's all part of the bonding, the secret information that you're digesting.
Yeah.
It's all secret to you. Nobody knows about what you're thinking except you, 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 you.
Right.
And you know that mom and dad are there.
Sounds like you were uh not conniving, but you were picking up on the nuances of people, trying to.
It was. It's all part of preservation
Right.
because it's just an automatic thing that you want to survive.
Right. Just a natural impulse in you.
You don't have a shield and a shaft,
Right.
but yes, it's there.
Right.
It's invisible. Makes sense?
How did you deal with other people? You've told me that story about the guy coming in and interrupting your work and you saying, "Oh, just shove off."
My
Basically,
boss.
right,
My
right. But
boss.
how did you deal with everyday people who were rude or
I
ignorant or just
I was
thought they knew more
I was
or
not looking for an easy spot that I can punch them out eh, emotionally. Emotionally. A lot of this stuff happens here and here. Only two places. Of course, when you're a young man, the natural the natural action of a young man is to find a mate, whether it be the monkeys in the forest or the elephants.
well, I hope the young man doesn't go for monkeys or elephants.
No. I love that, Sam. I love that.
He'll be not getting love. That's for sure. He'll get something else.
Let me tell you this little story about
Tell me.
this destroyer. This destroyer, it pulled into one of the docks out in the South Pacific, and they had a chance to go out on liberty, but they were always being pounded about venereal disease. Venereal disease. Don't get venereal disease, no matter how nice it looks, no matter how beautiful it looks. No. Always say no. But your physical well being says,
Yes.
it's okay, it's safe. It's safe. It's safe. No.
He'll tell you
Yes, it
anything.
is. Yeah, it's safe. No. So you're getting ready to go on liberty. So you get down to the uh, uh, the medic, and he's going for his condoms. So the medic gives him as many as he wants. So he gives him maybe 4 or 5 packages or whatever, and he goes on liberty. So the story goes. It's all fictitious.
Right.
And he goes on liberty, comes back. He's got venereal disease.
Mm.
God damn it, George. How many packs of condoms did I give you? Oh, there was 5. What happened? Chief, I ran out. Just meek as could be. Chief, I ran out. How simple could that be?
Hey, when you're trying to get that message across to young men troops, keep it simple, stupid, and sometimes it might not even still connect.
Yeah.
One time, Grandpa, you told me a story. We many years ago, I was still in high school, and I was driving to go take care of someone's cats. And on the drive there, you gave me basically the same speech. Be smart. Always wear a condom. You never know. The girl might be lying. She might try and be trapping you with a kid. You can't trust it, and you don't know if it's safe. And you gave me this whole lecture, and I was listening to you. I mean, you would know best. And we reached the destination where I was cat sitting. I opened the door, and the husband and wife hadn't left town. As a matter of fact, I caught them right in the middle of that moment, and I walked in on both of them and went, ah! And they went, you stay there. They stay there, and they were in their skivvies and doing, what wives and husbands do. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. And I left, and I went back into the car, totally shocked from this experience, and went, ah. And you turned to me and you said, Sam, another thing about condoms. And it was without missing a beat. You were back on it, and it couldn't have been more poignant.
Oh.
I don't even think I told you that had happened for some time.
No.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
Very funny.
How that stayed into your very, very important information.
Yeah.
You kept that.
Yeah.
You didn't throw it away. No, you kept that because it was very important to you, and you thought probably your funny bone, you liked it. It's kind of a funny thing that happened.
Right.
But it's a lesson to be learned.
Right.
But I'm telling you, this is unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
And
What? Go ahead.
I have to tell you, when I first saw Grandma.
Yeah.
Grandma worked in with fast food places called the A&P. It's just like your grocery stores here, and they have the cash registers, and they're all lined up, and each girl has her own register, and so on. And I walked in the store with my mom and dad. Yeah, I was single, of course, and curious. And I walked in, and her stand is right here, and I walk on here, and I went like this. Ooh, she's beautiful. Just like that. Just like that. It just took me and blew me away.
Do you remember what she looked like? What her hair was done like? I mean, she was probably in a uniform.
She had kind of wavy hair, and it was black, and it was short. And that's when I first fell in love with her. And Never had eyes for anyone else. It was that time, that place, and that event. Time, place, event.
Right.
Isn't
Right.
isn't it amazing how things do run through your eyes in your life?
Yeah.
Your history catalog, your history. Uh, I mean your memory chain, and all of that. Uh, how there's certain things you keep, and
Right.
others it's just water over the dam,
Right.
as they say. Have you heard that expression?
Yeah.
Water over the dam. Sam, this is the most wonderful time I've had in memory lane.
Yeah.
In memory
Yeah.
lane.
Yeah. Well, so after you start getting, work and some stability, and you leave the house, what was the job you had, and where did you move in?
I
When you leave, what's the job that allows you to leave?
well, I did not leave. What I stayed at home and lived at home with my mom and dad, and I was working a lot of overtime. I
Right.
was working 10 hours a day, and I was saving the money, saving my money, saving my money, and saving my money, and saving my money. One day, and I'm riding to work with my dad, and because we work close to each other, and he would drop me off, and we're driving along, and I saw this old house. Wait, I think I'm getting stories mixed.
You
My,
you may be. I think I recognize some of this one, but
yeah, it's this all pertaining to Grandma.
right, right,
Yeah, when I first met her, and how I fell in love with her, but I didn't want anybody to know.
right. Where were you working
I
at
was
when you
working.
met her?
I was working as an apprentice tool and die maker
Okay.
for this stamping company at 90 cents an hour.
Now the name of the company was the Stamping
Cusick and Haynes.
Cusick and Haynes.
It was two men that were in business together. Cusick is man that had all the money, and Haynes, Mike Haynes, was the man that had the smarts
Can
in stamping. And this was in West Virginia, and uh, right in in Fallonsby, where I
yeah?
lived with my mom and
I
dad,
know that place.
and I was
So
saving my
funny.
money, and I bought this old house.
Now Cusick and Haynes.
It was a stamping company where they
Stamping
made
company.
parts for radios. They made parts for speakers. They
Right.
made they made parts for ironing boards.
Do you remember? Was there a sign? What was the building like?
It was a Quonset hut.
A Quonset hut.
It was a Quonset hut.
Wow. And so what was that like working there?
Uh, I didn't even think about it. It was just I was working 10 hours a day,
Right, just plugging
making
away.
money and saving money, saving money, saving money.
Would you put it in a bank or you hide it?
Put it in the bank. Put it
Okay.
in the bank. And taking care of my mom and dad, taking care of my mother and father. It was kind of a secret feeling that I had to pay them back for what I had, what they gave me.
You're really appreciative
Oh yes.
and that's very sweet too. Very kind-hearted.
Well, I think that's because of the way you're brought up in the environment, the condition, the economy. Uh, I think all those things together uh, makes you aware of your plight, making you appreciate your mom and your dad for taking care of you, for feeding you, and all this security. The security is right here is what you feel, what you see, and and the security that you see, the way your dad treats your mom, never never touching her,
Right.
never putting a finger on her.
Right.
And my mom was a very smart lady, and she had a Singer sewing machine with a treadle. Treadle is a little pedal
Right.
that. But those are all wonderful experiences and time, time, and time, and uh, and I never forgot it.
Yeah.
Still with me today.
Yeah.
Still with me today to realize that. Wow, wow, what a wonderful life.
Yeah.
Did I tell you the story about my brother and I? I'm sitting. My dad is sitting here, and I'm sitting here, and my brother's sitting there, and you know how boys are. My dad is eating, and we're doing that kid stuff.
Yeah.
My daddy drops his knife and fork. Stop it. That was the end of it.
That's it. Yeah.
No bargaining. That was it.
Yeah.
You learn to appreciate authority.
Yeah.